So what next about MiG-21? What will be its role in here?
See, MiG-21 has served the Indian Air Force for almost 6 decades. It will be 62 years completion this year, and the last of the operational flying will happen in Chandigarh with chapter close as part of the operational flying.
So then you heard Wing Commander Jaideep Singh. Now we'll go and speak to the Chief of Air Staff and find out about his experience flying this Russian beauty.
For bombing high altitude targets, this is the ingenuity of our pilots in the Indian Air Force. I am talking about Operation Safed Savar, which have come in the Indian territory for this role of reconnaissance. पूरी तरह से कमाल है। नहीं एयरक्राफ्ट को तो जो टेक्नीशियन के पास हैंडल है उसके बाद हाँ ये वो अच्छा है कि गर्मी में फूल जो है आपके फुल टाइम वो तो फूल निकल जाते हैं इसमें भी इंजन में नीचे है जैसे कि फुल टाइम प्रेशर है जैसे वो प्रेशर बढ़ जाता है इससे पहले फुल टाइम ये जो टेक ऑफ ठीक है। The MiG-21, although a high-speed supersonic, it was designed for shooting down. बहुत वो उड़ता है आगे चले जाते हैं।
fact, the pilots wore a pressure suit. Gurgaon and Coca-Cola airfields in 1971 was decimated practically.
अब जबकि MiG-21 रिटायर होने जा रहा है, आप इसकी हिस्ट्री और इसका ऑपरेशनल जो इम्पैक्ट्स हैं कैसे देखते हैं आप उसे?
पहले आपका सवाल सही है। पहले मैं आपको इसकी हिस्ट्री के ऊपर ले जाऊंगा। MiG-21 जो है 1963 में भारत में आया था, भारतीय वायुसेना में आया था। इसका पहला स्क्वाड्रन जो बना था वो चंडीगढ़ में बना था, 28 स्क्वाड्रन। क्योंकि ये सबसे पहले सुपरसोनिक फाइटर था भारत का, इसलिए 28 स्क्वाड्रन का नाम फर्स्ट सुपरसोनिक्स पड़ा था। और उसके बाद 1965 की जंग में MiG-21 की भागीदारी थी। इन्होंने अपना ऑपरेशनल रोल निभाया एज एयर डिफेंस एयरक्राफ्ट। एंड उसके बाद MiG-21 जो है, हमने इसकी आइटरेशंस की। उस टाइम पे टाइप 74, टाइप 76 आया था। फिर 1971 की जंग में MiG-21 ने पार्टिसिपेट किया। अगर आपको याद होगा, MiG-21 ही वो एयरक्राफ्ट था जिन्होंने गवर्नर्स रेजिडेंस में इसको अटैक किया 57 MMRP से बांग्लादेश में, ढाका में। एंड 14 दिसंबर की वो डेट थी। 15 दिसंबर को गवर्नर ने रिजाइन कर दिया और 16 दिसंबर को पाकिस्तान ने सरेंडर कर दिया। वी हैड 93,000 ऑफ देयर प्रिजनर ऑफ वॉर एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम। 1971 वॉर में जब अटैक किया था, उस टाइम 4 स्क्वाड्रन थी, 28 स्क्वाड्रन था, ओरियल्स और फर्स्ट सुपरसोनिक्स जो थे। उसके बाद MiG-21 के काफ़ी सारे चेंजेस आए। हम टाइप 77 जो MiG-21 FL था, उसके बाद MiG-21 MF आया टाइप 96। फिर उसको और चेंजेस किए, अपग्रेड किए, टाइप 75 आया MiG-21 BIS ऑपरेशन सफ़ेद सागर में, जहाँ पे MiG-21 को यूटिलाइज किया गया सारे ऑपरेशनल रोल्स में। हाई माउंटेनियस टारगेट्स में अटैक करने के लिए, फोटो रिकॉनेसेंस रोल में। 1999 में स्क्वाड्रन बुंदेला ने अटलांटिक शूट डाउन किया था अपने MiG-21 BIS से ही R-60 मिसाइल यूज़ करके। उसके बाद 2001 के बाद MiG-21 जो है सारे अपग्रेड होके MiG-21 बाइसन बन गए, धीरे धीरे करके टाइप 96 बंद होते गए। और अब जो है हमारे पास MiG-21 बाइसन है। MiG-21 बाइसन का रोल 2019 में बालाकोट के टाइम ग्रुप कैप्टन अभिनंदन ने शूट डाउन किया था उनका F-16, पाकिस्तान का F-16, पाकिस्तानी एयरफोर्स F-16। देन कमिंग टू 2025 इट हैड डन इट अपना ऑपरेशनल रोल किया उन्होंने ड्यूरिंग दी ऑप सिंदूर। एंड नाउ 60 साल की सर्विस के बाद इंडियन एयरफोर्स में MiG-21 अब अपने ऑपरेशनल रोल ख़त्म कर रहा है। इसका चंडीगढ़ में इसका लास्ट फ्लाइंग होगा 26 सितंबर को। एंड this concludes the journey, 60-year long journey with Indian Air Force.
आपने भी क्योंकि इस पे फ्लाइट हुई है, अगर इसके ऑपरेशनल सिग्निफिकेंस के बारे में अगर आप कुछ बताएं, अभी के जो भी मौजूदा इसके जो समकक्ष के जो प्लेन्स हैं, जो फाइटर प्लेन्स हैं।
See, MiG-21 जब आया था, दिस वाज एक हाई स्पीड सुपरसोनिक इंटरसेप्टर था। इनफैक्ट जब MiG-21 आया था तो लोग प्रेशर सूट के साथ फ्लाई करते थे। रशिया ने इसको डिज़ाइन किया था B-52 बॉम्बर्स को शूट करने के लिए, बट इंडियन एयरफोर्स में इसको यूटिलाइज किया ग्राउंड अटैक रोल के लिए भी। और जो इसका अपग्रेड हुआ बाइसन, उसमें इसमें मॉडर्न EW सूट लगाया गया, एक रडार लगाया गया, मॉडर्न मिसाइल्स लगाई गई लाइक RWE R-73, और इट कुड होल्ड इट्स ओन वेट इन कॉम्बैट एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम। Just that it is still a very potent fighter, but now it's time for making space for a new generation of aircraft, because the generation has changed.
जी, ऐसी फ्लाइट से आज जो भी आर्म्ड इक्विपमेंट होते हैं, उनकी जो सिग्निफिकेंस देखी जाती है कि अपने साथ के कितने बड़े बड़े या कैसे को मार गिराया है, क्या किया, इसके बारे में अगर आपको डिटेल दें, जैसे आपने F-16 बताया, ऐसे कुछ और।
जब MiG-21 आया था, दिस इज द ओनली एयरक्राफ्ट जिन्होंने सारे जनरेशन ऑफ जहाज़ों को पाकिस्तानी इन्वेंट्री में जो थे वो शूट डाउन किया है। एंड जब ये आया था उस टाइम पे पाकिस्तान एयरफोर्स के पास F-104 जहाज़ थे, विच वॉज देयर सुपरसोनिक एयरक्राफ्ट। उसके जवाब में बैलेंस करने के लिए MiG-21 आया था। एंड दिस हैज़ गिवन इट्स वेट इन गोल्ड, दैट इज ऑल आई कैन टेल यू। एंड इट इज स्टिल कंटेम्प्ररी, but now it's time to say goodbye to this mean machine.
English. Yeah. So next coming days, MiG-21 is going to retire. What you want to sound is historical impact?
Yes, MiG-21 has served in Indian Air Force for almost 6 decades now, and since it is stopping its operational flying, I think it is the right time to at least cover the history of MiG-21. The MiG-21, the MiG part is an acronym for Mikoyan and Gurevich, which was the designer and producer of this aircraft. MiG-21 in Indian Air Force came in the year 1963. The first squadron, 28th squadron, was raised in Chandigarh of MiG-21. The MiG-21 being a first supersonic aircraft, the squadron was called the first Supersonics, aptly named the first Supersonics. Thereafter, MiG-21 was operationally deployed, involved in 1965 operations. It had its fair share of operational history in 1965. Thereafter, coming to 1971 war, wherein MiG-21 was totally operationally deployed in all the squadrons. And the most important one of all is the attack on governor's residence in Dhaka, that time East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, on 14th of December 1971. 15 December, the governor resigned. 16 December, Pakistan surrendered. We had 93,000 prisoners of war, and all because of one turning point which this aircraft delivered. Following 1971, MiG-21 was used in various roles, including training. We had the MiG Operational Flying Training Unit. The pilots were trained on the operational art of flying, art of combat flying, art of delivering weapons. Operation Safed Sagar, MiG-21 was used extensively for photo reconnaissance, for bombing heights, over the heights of mountains. Speaks of ingenuity of our pilots to deliver loads at such heights. Then came 1999, MiG-21 BIS again, Squadron of Bundela with his R-Type 75 BIS and R-60 missile shot down at Atlantic. 2001, the Air Force decided to upgrade the BIS to the Bison. It was given a modern avionics suit, modern missiles, R-73, RWW BVR missile, CMDS, Acopio radar, helmet-mounted display, heads-up display, and multifunctional display was there. MiG-21 Bison had served its role for almost 24 years now. It was also involved in 2019 Balakot attack, wherein Abhinandan had shot down an F-16. Then coming to 2025 Op Sindoor, it was deployed operationally for its use. And now, after almost 6 decades of his service in the Indian Air Force, the operational flying of MiG-21 will come to a stop at Air Force Station Chandigarh, which incidentally was where the MiG-21s were inducted. That is the same place where the MiG-21s will be told their last goodbyes in their operational history.
Please give some insights on its operational significance compared to its current flying versions.
See, MiG-21 Bison is an upgrade of a MiG-21 platform, which is a Gen 3 aircraft which is there. It still carries its weight in gold as far as its operational role, that is carrying out air defense, or even for that matter ground attack, is there. And it can hold its weight with the contemporary fighters which are there at this point of time. Just that now, after 6 decades, it's high time to bid this aircraft goodbye.
Yeah. Any list can you give the planes this has shot down?
Yes, so MiG-21 has a history of shooting down all generation of aircraft, and the last one was the F-16, which was shot down. It had also shot down in 1971 war the F-104s. So this has got a mean history. The way Indian Air Force has utilized the MiG-21 operationally, none of the air forces in the world have utilized. This goes and calls for the training, the kind of training the Indian Air Force imparts on its pilots, the kind of training which is done during peacetime, so that the operations, when it comes to operations, this aircraft can be utilized fully.
So you are going to miss this?
Of course, I have a personal connect with this aircraft. I've flown this aircraft, MiG-21, and Bison was the last one I had flown. we are going to miss them, and that is for all the pilots, almost every pilot in the Indian Air Force who've come up, not recently but prior, has flown the MiG-21, and then they've moved on to other aircraft.
In 1980, there was an airborne as LARC formation, resembles LAR-1 into it, which is on channel 2 minutes to alignment, and the rest of the activities will be carried out.
Morning, sir.
How was the experience that today you have flown the last time? This MiG-21.
So today is not the last time that I'm flying.
Not this one.
Sanjay? No, not the last time that I'm flying MiG-21. So I'll get to fly more, I think, before they retire.
Sir, MiG-21 has a history of more than 6 decades of glorious history, and you have flown it earlier also. So what has been your experience? If you could remember, can you share some of your good experience with this aircraft?
So MiG-21, yes, it has been the workhorse of the Indian Air Force. We've inducted it in 1960s and still continuing with it. And this has been actually one of the most mass-produced supersonic fighter jet, if I can say. About 11,000 or so were produced, and more than 60 countries have operated it. It's a design which is very limited numbers, like Delta with the tailplane. And we've used it for our training after the initial conversion on, means after getting commissioned, to conversion onto fighters. So my first experience was in 1985, when I got, immediately after conversion, I went to Tezpur, and we flew that time called the Type 77, one of the MiG-21s. So after flying the Kirans, it was a revelation that, the aircraft could feel like this. It's an amazing aircraft to fly. Very, very agile, very maneuverable, and very simple design. But it requires some kind of initial training for you to get used to it. It is good for its rate of climb. It was made like as an interceptor. So at max reheat, it could climb more than 200, 250 meters per second. So I think it is going to be one aircraft which is going to be missed by people who have flown it earlier. But yes, everything has time and place. Now we have to move on because this technology is old. It's very difficult to maintain this technology now. So we've decided to now call it a day for this aircraft and move on to the new platforms like the Tejas Mark II, Rafales have come in, Su-30s are already operating. So these platforms will take this place.
You've been closely associated with Tejas, and Tejas is going to replace it. So how would be the transition?
Tejas was actually designed as a MiG-21 replacement. That's why it is a small aircraft. It was designed around MiG-21, and it was conceived with some kind of motivation from Mirage. That's why there's a Delta platform. And it is going to replace MiG-21 quite well, but it will have to evolve. Tejas now will have to think of new weapons for Tejas also. And as a training role, initial fighter training role, I think it can fit in very well. So we have this 83 contract already on. We have another contract lined up to be signed very soon. So I expect, like we had the MiG-21s, various versions of Tejas, whether Tejas Mark I or Mark II, or later on MCA, will replace this fleet. Thank you.